So anyway, the Chiron thing that can go over in when you're 50, you know, people have to confront some issues then, I guess, and I'm sitting through it. I'm like, whoa, you know, this feels like that I haven't worked anything out. Especially when you're confronted with like a love relationship or something, and you think you're ready for love. You think you are. What do you think? Do you think? See, I want to talk about this. Do you think that you're supposed to be ready for love? Yeah, I do. See, I wasn't ready for it for a long time. No, I wasn't ready for it for the last 14 or 15 years because of how that Pluto has been squaring my planets in Libra. Though, see, when I was saying that, I don't think anybody was ready for love. Are you kidding me? Pluto in Capricorn square all Libra? Hard, hard aspect for the lover sign there. Maybe take a break. Maybe notice how toxic your relationship was. Do not think that you can last. Don't think you have a real relationship if it's based in trauma. How about that one? See, if you're going through a lot of like trauma and then somebody gloms onto you and says, "Hey, I'm here for you." Oh, you have a house coming? Well, shit, I'm so here for you. You know what I mean? Wait, wait, wait. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm outcasted here, and I'm the most unhealthiest one. I admit I cannot hang with 80% of what the population is doing. What I mean is I can't hang with 80% of the population and what they are doing as the norm. Shh. None of it's working out, right? Why don't you fucking people communicate? You know what I figure out about me? That I'm using the fact that, shit, I've been alone so long. It doesn't matter who comes in and out of here. What I mean is, I just give them what the fuck, you know, you're not really here for me. Really, basically, yeah, there's a lot of burdens I'm going through, and too bad you had to run into somebody like me. Why are you here? Here in my house? I've done really well, by the way. I put some miserable shit on my Facebook page, but um, I am. Uh, hey, we might get old and we might die. See, I've been through it already. People get old and die right in front of you, and what happens is that it's not a bad thing. It gets pretty chaotic though towards the end. You think that it's like the like finally you start seeing the way life really is, and it's probably no different, but you just see it at the end. Maybe I don't know, but really, it's just like this. This is the better analogy to just stop being confused and be in my more cartoon like place. Just ignore you're in pain, Shauna. No, but it's like you have this embroidery. Like there's your mother, but she's dying. Let's turn the embroidery around, and it's like all of this fucking wiring and mess, and you're wondering, and really, I didn't question one bit, like, how long is this going to last? Um, when I was called to be by her side and to help out with the most intense, like, ending that only she can orchestrate with God and we can witness this. Wow. 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 That's true love for you right there. You only wish that you could have a romance like that right in front of my face. What happened was her caretaker died, and it happens a lot. Who's to say it's a bad or good relationship, really? I don't think it should have ever happened. I think, my mom would agree. She'd say, yeah, I am, you probably don't like this about me, and this is the way I'm weeding out my subscribers and likers. They could watch me lose 16 or more. I'm all for assisted suicides. I don't have a qualm with just I'm not encouraging it here. I'm not saying do it. No, I just said that if you're miserable enough and you want to go and it's seen, it's like, what are we? Why are we taking? It wants to leave. It's being really humble. It's saying, would you not let me be hanging like this as a paraplegic anymore, please? Good God. Is this the same video where I'm talking about how that I just feel like, well, it's almost time for me to wrap it up. I'm not able to take care of myself. I can't meet any of my needs. You know, we have our rights here, and those are our needs, by the way. Those aren't something that you should be struggling to get, but we do. Even down to the fact that, okay, so what's your purpose here? Did you find it? Oh, you're a good painter? Here's your paintbrushes, here's your blah, blah, blah. Those are your rights. You have a right to all. See, that's where the Constitution comes in. Like, nobody knows. Do you know what you mean by the word Constitution? Did you think I was talking about a document that a bunch of fucking laughing in the background, wondering, I wonder if they're going to get it? That's our Constitution. We gave them our fucking results and everything. Just sign this and sign that and sign it and bye. I hope you people, you animals. They consider themselves people. They consider you an animal. Figures it out. Do you think they'll get their language down? After all, they are just an organism. Right? Right? Huh? No, it's about joy. It's about fucking them up by just staying, feeling good, having a good time. Don't allow anything else, but too late. I'm so lucky right now. I'm too alone in my life. You don't even know that I'm actually a very social person, and all human beings are. I know what confluence is. I wish I'll find that video. I would like to have the conversation open faced, but nobody will. I mean, I admit that I might be intimidating. When I'm under stress, I'm cussing and I'm not nice to people. Um, there's no way that I could be approached with the load that I have on my life right now that's just mounting. See, it doesn't work if hey, hey, let me work my love life out on my own. Let me find out who is best for me when I start looking. Yeah, I mean, I can't be so unconscious to not know what I need, right? You shouldn't feed loose to whatever it is that creates such the condition that sends Jesus to do the thing like happily ever after, like whatever. I kind of knew this would happen, by the way. The way the story goes, yeah, it's the same. If you ever got into the like, so you're going into your second half of your life, but that person wasn't able to do it at all. But and you're realizing, wait a minute, no, there's an inner transformation that is happening. It has nothing to do with my material world here. Or any of that. This is a really profound sense of thinking, are you kidding me? And so you're not chasing after what I don't want to say the younger people, but you could say it like that. But really, what is it? It's just people that run for the illusion. They have a lot to learn, and they are having to go through a lot of transcending. See, this life is for transcending. You don't hold on to anything here, first of all, and then so you better practice what it is to transcend. And see, I was leaning towards more the Christian way of understanding how to discipline away from sinning. But really, the real method is that you get through things. You don't really get trapped there. It could be like just one night that you have six with 5 twos and hit a crack pipe and go to the tequila, but then you transcend it. You look through it like the next day you're like, God, that wasn't really that hardy and a good idea. Some people get stuck doing it for 10 years. You don't have to do it. You can do it for one night, and then you realize it's not really that interesting, and then you drop it. You would never be able to even say anything as hardy as such to anybody about it without having, number one, gone through it, and then number two, transcended it. Really, you can't be somebody who says, "Well, I've been there, done that," and it just seems like the stupidest thing to get locked up into all of it, right? I mean, alcoholism, boy, whew. Wouldn't you rather be able to, like, I value standing upright vertically and balancing and being able to carry on with somewhat of a clear conversation. So I was like, why are we doing this again? Like sometimes, I had to quit by the time I turned 21. That's the legal age to start drinking. Well, me, psh, taper off, forget that, let's move on. Some people are transcending life like whoop, 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 and that's the thing I think it's like, do you understand that if you finally wake up and learn your lesson, you'll probably just drop everything. I mean, even your physical body. You're like, wait a minute, this is really fucking difficult. Why am I not understood? And there's oral fixation that you can get caught in, and the number one worst one is talking. Well, why is it the worst one? It's the most dangerous because when you talk, you could upset somebody and they can just turn around and glock you right there, and you're like, "There's my potatoes. They're ready." That's the number one first most deadly oral fixation that you can ever make it a habit to do. So find out how to transcend that thing. Here's the way that you transcend thinking that you have to tell people things or talk to anybody about anything. See, it's kind of what I'm doing here because I'm not really subjecting anybody. It's up to you to turn it on or off, and you don't have to let me know you did that. I don't even care what the results are. Um, it's a practice, you should listen to yourself, you should play it back. It'll probably astonish you. I mean, a lot of people can't get past the fact that they never knew that their voice sounded that way because it's being played back. It's not just in their head. And then it's just it's a way of talk about the speeding up the process of getting over your most insecure self that thinks it's one way but it's another. Just record yourself. Record yourself breaking down. Is it a real breakdown? Did you really laugh that time? Stuff like that. Are you really going through menopause right in front of everybody, Shauna? I've never been through it before. I don't know. I think it's a very, very spiritual thing. Are people not knowing, like listening to like where their minds are going and how that they're like, I'm not stuck here, but no, we all are. See, I need to wrap this up. I need to wrap it up. I know where I'm at in my life. I don't like being preyed upon about it. I'm seeking already thinking, see, my cousin, and I know this is probably looking a little bit early, but you know what? No, I might be on the right track of saying that I'm not cut out for a one-on-one. I did do the one-on-one. It's great. I know how that they're just soulmates here. We're working out past life and even maybe even future life karmas. But I'm not. I don't think it's realistic for anybody to think that it's realistic that we're to maintain a one-on-one. There's a crisis going on, and a severe fucking regrouping has to happen. We have to get tribal. You do not isolate that way. See, the church is doing social distancing. They want you to, then whatever sticks and works, they're going to keep it in there until you throw it out. Talk about transcending. Marriage was one of them. It's one of the first social distancing methods that the church would do for us.